everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the NFC Championship game on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Dublin Shamrocks and the Houston Gunners. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Dublin Shamrocks and the Houston Gunners. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
Yeah, and he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, man, watch the goose. Watch the goose.
They'll run on first down. It's Franklin. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I was so proud of you in our meeting with the defensive coordinator because you asked the question that set him off. And all you said was, so what improvement do you need to see this week, Coach? And, boy, he got fired up, didn't he? Takeaways. We need turnovers. We got to create them. Get so animated, jumped up in our meeting. It was fun to watch.
Somehow I always upset a coordinator in those meetings. Yeah. But they like you. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They bring the pressure, but this is a booming kick. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Houston, they punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they...
1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man on the move on 1st down.
Hey, pick your game up.
They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
His first catch in this NFC championship. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, they'll throw. Finding some room at midfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. They'll try the left side. Marsh. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
You got it. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
On 2nd down now, it's Marsh. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
Let's go.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Hit it. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Focus, defense, focus. 57's Mike. Mike, go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Get out of here. That's how we do it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Shit.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Mike, 53, Mike.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's for his running back, McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parsons. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On first down, Franklin. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he comes back with one complete.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll look to throw here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 17 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now heading back out there, here's the defense. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And these are for real, okay? As you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies. This is for real.
They'll run on first down. Marsh, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Able to push his way through. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And this one hits at the